So Ocean Winds was opened in 1973, so we really had done no renovations to it since it opened, and it was looking a little dated. It had some architecture that was of the 70s time, and a lot of clubs have been renovating lately, so we started discussing what we should do going forward to renovate that golf course.
The Rees Jones firm is by far one of the best known names in golf course architecture. And I think when you look at the courses that he's renovated or designed, it has a very, I suppose, traditional yet challenging feel, and it really matches what we have at Crooked Oaks and what we have on Ocean Winds.
And a lot of our changes focus on playability. From that, ultimately the Ocean Winds is the one we went to construction on right now. But a lot of that dealt with the original design. The original architect had an elevated green with bunkers in front, so it made it really kind of hard to access the surface for people. It only allowed them to really fly the ball onto the green, so we wanted to do some things to make it a lot more enjoyable and playable.
Well, the playability of this golf course before was really, really hard. You would have many shots where you had to carry long irons into the greens that were narrow from front to back. So if you're an older member, you really almost had no shot at all to get to the green without hitting a heroic shot.
A really great golf course isn't really just about one golf hole. It's sequence of the golf holes and how they kind of build to ultimately the finish. And I think that's one of the things that really makes Seabrook, or the Ocean Winds course, interesting.
The fact that we've built in so many different tee boxes, essentially every tee box presents a different course. So rather than having one Ocean Winds course, we have 5 or 6 or 7, depending on which tee box you select.
In my opinion, the most notable aspect of what we've done probably will be the bunker renovation, because they're so dramatically different from what they were before. It used to be that the bunkers were really highly flashed. They were really prevalent, almost made it impossible for playability for the members around the greens. And so a lot of those things have been reduced. Some bunkers were added, some bunkers were taken away. And so we really dramatically changed the way the bunkers looked.
On the front nine, number 5 is a really challenging par 3. It's a beautiful par 3 over water with giant live oaks sheltering the left side of the green and some really great shaped bunkering, protecting the green surface. So number 5 is a beautiful hole on the front. That would probably be my favorite hole on the front side.
I think for the women, how the course is going to change for them is that they're going to have more accessibility into the greens because the bunkers aren't right in front. And certainly the yardage is going to make a big difference for the women.
My favorite hole is going to be 15. We wanted to make the golf hole look like the marsh, like it was dropped in the middle of the marsh. So we took a lot of the grasses that were already growing along the side of the marsh and we ran them through the teeing surfaces, and we put the pods of the tees in the middle of them. So when you drive through it today, it looks like, wow, somebody just built a tee in the middle of this marsh.
We were just talking recently about having clubs fitted to the player. Well, a golf course can be fitted to the capability of the player, and I think that's really exciting, particularly now. Golf had a little bit of a letdown, but now golf is coming back very strongly, and I think this golf course is going to present an opportunity for all players, regardless of their skill level.